All right, Mike. We are going to talk about video 2. Mike Waite, engineer, Pacbrake. What's video 2?
Next, we're installing the air suspension set. This one's rated up for 5,000 pounds, so you can put theoretically up to 5,000 pounds in the back of your truck, though you should never go over the gross vehicle weight rating because brakes and stuff, not just suspension.
Yeah. Brakes would be important. Okay, so that's going to be great. So let's fly out that and we'll show you how it's done.
And here's the control module, which we're going to bolt on right there. Okay, and now we're going to install the air spring add-on kit. So first we're going to remove the factory bump stops with a 13mm socket. And then we put our fittings into the air springs. And then assemble it on the bracket. These get torqued to 20 foot-pounds. And we install the bolts on the bottom of the air spring. 20. So here's the latest version of our tank-compatible Bravo wireless controller. Here we have the input from the air tank to the controller itself, and then this is the driver's side output and the passenger side output. All these systems are plug and play with our connector. This bolts on the frame rails of the vehicle, just like we have it on Rick's truck here. And then you can control the entire thing through Bluetooth with our app. So here we have the latest version of our Bravo wireless app. You can control and see the live pressures on either side right there. You can do them either combined or separately. For example, here's my truck inflating right now. And the compressor automatically kicks on. And down we go. So we've shown you the app in use, and now here's a cross section of one of our air springs, exactly like we put on Rick's truck. I want you to pay attention to our build quality and the thick end caps we have on it. They're an inch thick, actually, aluminum. In comparison to one of our competitors, you can see a little bit thinner and not done as nicely. We also include a jounce bumper in some of ours, our internal bump stop. You can buy that, it's an option. And it allows us to run these at 0 PSI without pancaking it. So then you can have good suspension travel when you want it, but inflate it to up to 100 PSI and have really good payload addition when you need it. And then you feed it through. Ta-da! Okay, we're ready for the bracket. And now we tighten them up. And then underneath here, we'll torque these M10s to 30 foot-pounds. There we go. And these 3/8 to 20 foot-pounds. There we go. So our final step will be to take these carriage bolts and we're going to attach the air springs to the leaf springs here. To do that, we're going to have the truck on the ground, so we're going to drop it down here. So for our final step for attaching the auxiliary air springs, so we're going to wrap these guys around the leaf springs here and bolt them on. Okay. So here we have the brackets bolted onto the frame. Each one of these kits is custom made for each vehicle, including model year. So they bolt onto typically factory holes and stuff like that. So you can see our air springs down at 0 PSI right now, and everything is really solidly attached. So for all our connections, we have this nylon airline, 1/4 inch. And then for actually connecting it to stuff, we have our fancy push-to-connect connectors. So these are SAE rated. It's the exact same kind of connector you would use on a semi-truck for their air systems. So to install it, you thread it into one of these fittings or on here, something like this is 1/8 NPT, for example. And you take your airline with a nice flat cut. You gotta make sure of that, and it comes with a cutter to do that. You put it in, and then you'll feel like 1 and a second little thunk. To release it, you push this back and then it pops right out. And that's an airtight seal. It's kind of like those shark bite connectors you can get for plumbing. So here we have the start of our airlines for our air springs connected to, this is the driver side one and the passenger side, left and right. So you can control them independently. And what we do is we run these airlines along the top of the frame of the truck, all over here, back to the actual spring itself. And that's how you inflate and deflate them. So the next set of wiring we have is for our Bravo wireless kit. The wires come up here to the battery and also to switched power here in the fuse box. So when you turn the truck off, the whole system turns off as well and doesn't drain your battery.
And that wraps up the installation of Pacbrake's air spring system on Rick's truck. This marks video 2 in our 4-part installation series. Be sure to tune in for the 3rd video, where Mike installs dual semi-truck air horns on Fenrir, because the wolf is about to get his howl on. We hope you're enjoying these videos and finding them helpful. If you're considering air springs or other onboard air accessories, be sure to visit www.pacbrake.com. You'll quickly see why their products are known for outstanding quality and reliability. We'll see you in the next one.